After leaving Archero's level, people come into a little wooded forest area. You can walk straight through, we'll activate a checkpoint, and you'll get a couple of thought bubbles here that come up. As you can see, the lighting goes a little wonky once you get a little bit farther in, so that's something I definitely need to fix. But we do have some cash collectibles here that you can pick up. I still have my rod, which is my main asset for my actual scene right here. We'll pick that up on our way out. And then you just head to the door, press E to open. And it is doing a little bit of a wonky turn here, as you can see. That is something that is on my to-do list to fix that. I'm not entirely sure how that happened from last time. And then go to the next area. Our objectives don't seem to be working quite right. As you can see, I triggered a completion for one of the other teammates' levels right there. Obviously not how that's supposed to work, as none of my inventory or my objectives are showing up. Just because of combining all that together, it just got a little confused, I think. But that is definitely something that we're working on, so hopefully soon we will be able to get that fixed up. I do at least have my thought bubbles that kind of guide the player through, so that is pretty helpful for at least this part. If there aren't objectives, there are some thought bubbles that are kind of telling the player what's going on. As you can see, I did have the get past the rubble. That is an objective in the game. You can just build over the wall there. You can also jump over the rubble. It's kind of a little secret to make everything go a little bit faster for the player, because we want to stay within that 2 to 4 minute playtime. Obviously, if you're a little better at maneuvering things with the grapnel than I am, it's going to be a little bit easier. Right, and then we jump back up on the wall. And over back into the town. So the player does have the option to take a look over here. There's actually another rod and some more collectibles back in that wooded area. But their main path, you've started. Thank you, objectives. Their main path does take them over to this area. Another objective triggers saying that they need to find the collectibles, which are on top of some of these buildings here. And then they will turn around and go back into this abandoned building. It does have a not so secret, not so hidden passage right here where they can go in. There's some more collectibles back there. And they will come out of the building, take a sharp turn, and head into the next area, which this objective that is not fully loading does tell them to find some more hidden collectibles, again on top of the buildings. And then in addition to that, when they come around to this big open area, they can also take a turn behind this rubble. There's another rod and some more collectibles back there that they can get to. And one final hidden area, if you build these crates up, get on top of the building there, collectibles, and behind that building there is another wooded area where they can receive some more collectibles and another rod. Our main mechanic and main setup here is the shadow puzzle. It still does not function as a shadow puzzle, unfortunately, but it does function as a door trigger. Again, this piece of door is still a little bit not functioning quite right, but for now we're just not gonna let that hit us on the way out as we take these steps down into our little warehouse. There are some collectibles scattered out in through here. And this is a maze. The actual shadow puzzle tells them where to go, what path to take. It is pretty simple, so even without that, they're not going to get too lost. It's definitely possible. It's definitely something that I think people will want to explore a little bit to get all the collectibles, but it is an option to take the path, obviously, that I am taking here, and just take the shortest route from A to B so that you can kind of finish this scene and get on to the next one, which get some collectibles on the way out. And our final scene opens out into this sort of mountain area. There are stairs leading up into the mountains and onto Randall's level.